Right, these are now the key factors for the Manchester derby going down on Sunday. Let's get right onto it then. Starting with Brian Mbeumo's threat on the break. I feel like it's obvious that his pace, his pressing is going to be a real important and key factor for Manchester United this weekend. Um, I feel like if he can win some duels high up the pitch, or if he really can make some big runs down that wing, pressing well, running at the City defenders and trying to cut them open, he can be a real threat, in my opinion, Brian Mbeumo. He could be a real key factor in this game. I feel like there's many things he can do to really try and break the oil merchants for us this weekend. I really do think he can break them with his pressing. I feel like he can break them with his pace. He's a very strong guy as well. I feel like a big thing with Mbeumo is he's very good at being able to keep the ball in high pressure situations. And I feel like that is going to be very important for us up against a defense like the Oil Merchants. He could be the most important player. But again, though, I made a video the other day saying how Benjamin Sesko's physicality and how his runs into the box is going to be a real key factor. And that's the other thing I am saying. 6'5", strong, as I said, 6'5", very tall. He can really bully the back line. He's very good in the air. We saw it against Burnley. He's good in the air. He's good at picking his moments. He's good at finding space. He is quick as well. He is quick. He can really stretch that defense. And I honestly feel like his physicality in the box is going to be huge. It's going to be huge. It's going to be a massive factor. And just set pieces in general, he is going to be the main guy. And I feel like Brian Mbeumo, as I said, his threat on the break, I feel like he is someone who really could be able to win us a lot of set pieces, a lot of free kicks, try and win us a few corners here and there as well. And Benjamin Sesko being able to drop in, making his runs in, that is going to be very important. Let's be honest, it will be. And I feel like the midfield discipline is important as well. Whoever it is, Mainu, Agate, Bruno, Casemiro in the midfield, we need discipline in that midfield. We can't afford to lose a midfield battle, because if we're losing a midfield battle in this game, we've lost the game. We can't afford to make any stupid, sloppy mistakes. And to be honest, I have belief in Casemiro really being able to put in the shift, win that midfield battle. I feel like this game, Bruno is going to be playing higher up since Mason Mount's now going to be out. So I reckon it's going to be Mainu and Casemiro in that midfield. And I feel like that's probably the best partnership in the midfield possible. That's what I think, and I feel like that is what's going to happen. I don't think we need Agate, but I do trust Mainu and Casemiro to be able to put in a shift there. But again, I feel like the midfield battle is going to be the key of what happens in the game. Whoever's winning the midfield battle is going to win the game. Whoever's winning the midfield battle is going to have the momentum. And to be honest, against top sides, most of the time we do have a disciplined midfield. That is when our midfield really does show up. Players like Casemiro really comes out of his shell. Kobe Mainoo really properly comes out of his shell in those games. So that's going to be very important in my opinion. Then again, I feel like defensive organisation is going to be very important for us at all. We can't panic. We can't panic at the back. Pep likes to drag teams out. He does like to switch things up a lot with rotations during the game. And we can't fall for anything. We need to be on it from the off. I just keep thinking back to that bloody FA Cup final where we conceded in 10 seconds because we weren't on it. Our defensive organisation wasn't on it. We were too confused. They came right at us and our defence didn't bloody know what to do. We weren't disciplined enough. But I believe that Ruben Amorim is someone who's going to make sure it happens. And I do believe as well that Ruben Amorim has got Pep's number. He's got Pep's number, in my opinion, Ruben Amorim. He proved it last season. many times. He proved it with Sporting. He proved it with us when we played them away from home. So, yeah, I think Ruben Amorim being the manager here could be a real key factor. He's good at managing us against top-level opposition. Against low-level opposition, I mean, Jesus Christ, it's all over the place. But against top-level opposition, he's on it. Always has got a good, disciplined plan. And I do trust that for this Sunday. So, yeah, there we go. There are what I think the key factors are for the Manchester derby. Let's go United.